Hello, Formula One fans. Guys, the paddock is on fire. Scorching rumors are pointing to shakeups that could rock the entire hierarchy of Formula One. There's an engineering giant saying goodbye and a big boss with his position on the line. And that's not all. A major player is spilling the beans about the unexpected exit of a big engine manufacturer, and this could turn the game around next season. The Formula One world news is heating up, so don't waste time. Subscribe to the channel to stay on top of all the latest Formula One updates. Just hit the subscribe button below the video. It's quick, free, and no sign-up needed. This is F1 Fastline News, your channel for daily Formula One news. Let's get straight to the point. Today I have hot and exclusive information about the turmoil happening behind the scenes at Red Bull. Yes, the team that has dominated Formula One in recent years is facing some challenges that could completely change the game. First off, Christian Horner, the man who's been at the helm of Red Bull for years, guiding drivers like Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen to a combined 7 world titles, is under the spotlight. Some voices are questioning his future with the team. And get this, one of those voices is none other than Jos Verstappen, Max Verstappen's father. He's not at all happy with Red Bull's approach for the 2024 season, both on and off the track. Now let's think together. Could this be the moment for a leadership change at Red Bull? Is Horner still the right man to guide the team back to the top? Mark Blundell, former McLaren driver, believes he is. In an exclusive interview, Blundell stated that this is the perfect time for Christian Horner to use all his skill and knowledge to rebuild a winning team. And he touched on a crucial point: the importance of personnel. Blundell highlighted the need to find the next Adrian Newey. And there's the big question: how do you replace a genius like Newey, who has already confirmed his move to Aston Martin? Who will have the ability to consistently design Grand Prix winning cars? This is a question Red Bull needs to answer quickly, and it doesn't stop there. Jonathan Wheatley has been announced as the team director for Audi, which will enter Formula One in 2025. With these significant departures, Horner moved quickly to ensure other key team members stayed on board. Pierre Wash, technical director, renewed his contract after turning down interest from Ferrari. Gianpiero Lambiase was promoted to head of race engineering and also signed a new contract. Additionally, Rich Wolverson, Gerard O'Reilly, and Phil Turner have taken on new roles as part of this restructuring. But will these measures be enough? Red Bull is facing a downward cycle, something that Blundell mentioned as a natural part of the sport. We've seen McLaren emerge after years of difficulties. Can Red Bull do the same? And more importantly, how long will it take? One thing is certain: it won't be an overnight change. Building a winning team requires time, planning, and the right people in the right places. And this brings us back to Christian Horner. Does he have what it takes to reorganize the team and return to the top? Blundell believes so, stating that it's achievable. Now, back to the issue of Jos Verstappen. His dissatisfaction cannot be ignored. When the father of one of the team's top drivers is questioning the direction, it's a sign of deep problems. Could this affect Max's performance on the track? And how will the team handle this internal pressure? And what do you think? Will Red Bull be able to reinvent itself? Will Adrian Newey's departure be too big a blow to overcome? And Christian Horner, is he the right man to lead this new phase? Or is it time to pass the baton? Moreover, it's interesting to note how the game of musical chairs among teams can change the Formula One landscape. The arrival of Audi in 2025, with Jonathan Wheatley at the helm, promises to bring a new dynamic to the grid. Are we about to witness a change of era in the sport? Possibly. And let's not forget the promotion of Hannah Schmitz to head of race strategy after Will Courtney's move to McLaren. This shift could bring new strategic approaches to Red Bull. The truth is that the next season promises to be full of excitement and twists. The competition is getting fiercer, and teams are maneuvering behind the scenes to gain any possible advantage. Red Bull, despite the challenges, has a history of overcoming obstacles and innovating. Underestimating their ability to reinvent themselves would be a mistake, but the question remains: could the departure of key figures like Newey and Wheatley be too big an obstacle? Or will new minds bring fresh and revolutionary ideas to the team? And now, shifting gears. Renault has decided it will no longer supply engines to Formula One after 2025. The French giant is shutting down its power unit program. This means that Alpine, the team that currently uses Renault engines, will have to become a customer team starting in 2026. Will this forced change affect the team's performance? I wonder if Alpine is prepared to face this new challenge without direct support from Renault. But why did Renault make this decision now, especially with new power unit regulations coming in 2026 that require the use of fully sustainable fuels? Internal sources indicate that this decision had been under evaluation for several months. During the Italian Grand Prix this month, employees even protested against the program's closure. This raises the question, is Renault giving up on investing in sustainable technology in Formula One? Or is there something more behind this decision? Adrian Newey, the renowned car designer, might have given us a clue. In a meeting with former Renault CEO Carlos Ghosn, Newey and Helmut Marko tried to persuade him to increase investments in Formula One. Ghosn's response was surprising. "I have no interest in Formula One. I'm only in it because my marketing people say I should be." That explains a lot, doesn't it? How can a team thrive if its leadership isn't committed to the sport? Speaking of Adrian Newey, as you've seen on our channel, starting in March 2025, he'll be joining Aston Martin, and this means we're about to witness the rise of a new powerhouse in Formula One. With Newey's talent and Aston Martin's resources, it wouldn't be surprising. Plus, he'll be reunited with Honda in 2026 when the Japanese manufacturer returns to the sport. "I'll be very happy to continue working with Honda," Newey said. "I've really enjoyed working with them over the last 6 years at Red Bull. They're a great group of engineers. This partnership could be exactly what Aston Martin needs to take the next step." Now, let's talk about the technical changes that are coming. The FIA announced that in 2026, the maximum wheelbase will be reduced by 200 mm, and the width of the cars will decrease by 100 meters. Additionally, downforce will be reduced by 30% and aerodynamic drag by 55%. This isn't just an update, it's a complete overhaul. These changes will likely affect the balance of power among teams. McLaren, Red Bull, and Mercedes will be challenged to maintain their competitive edge. And we can't forget the focus on sustainability. The new power units will have to operate with fully sustainable fuels. This represents a huge technical challenge. It remains to be seen if teams are ready for this transition. All teams will need to invest sufficiently in research and development to adapt to these new requirements. Renault's decision to exit might indicate that not everyone is willing to embark on this journey. Going back to Alpine, it's inevitable to question how they'll fare without direct support from Renault. Being an engine customer usually puts a team at a disadvantage compared to factory teams. And more importantly, why doesn't Renault see value in continuing its engine program, especially at such a crucial time for technological innovation in the sport? I can't help but think about Carlos Ghosn's words. If Renault's leadership was never truly committed to Formula One, perhaps this decision isn't so surprising. But doesn't this raise a bigger question? How can teams achieve sustainable success if there's no passion and genuine investment from the top down? History has shown that the most successful teams are those with a deep commitment to the sport, not just those that are in it for marketing reasons. And that says a lot about the brand's concept on and off the track, including in the car you drive every day. And speaking of success, we can't ignore Mercedes' dominance after 2013, seizing a regulatory change to become the dominant force in the sport. Could Aston Martin, with Newey and Honda, be positioned to do something similar in 2026? It's a possibility we can't dismiss. History tends to repeat itself, and those who are prepared can reap the rewards. So, I'll leave you with this thought. Are we about to witness a new era in Formula One, with new leaders emerging and giants falling? Is Renault's decision a sign of the times or just a strategic mistake they'll regret in the future? Leave your opinions in the comments. I really want to know what you think. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Here we talk about Formula One without beating around the bush, with strong opinions and lots of information. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join this community of passionate fans. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and share it with your friends who are passionate about Formula One. Let's keep growing this Formula One fan community more and more. See you next time, speeding towards victory.